So guys, welcome back into the another consequences video. This is gonna be the last video of the block 2 consequences, because we finally has crossed the threshold of the capability of the block 2, because block 2 is gonna be end up after this the Starship Flight 11, and that's very promising, and that's permanently gonna end up is the entire legacy. So we already have seen the lot of Starship flights, but including the block 2, they were almost catastrophic for us, but at the end of we have refined the much better for the block 2, and we have learned a lot from the previous flight, and currently we learning upon the failure. That's our goal, that's our motive, to learn better and grow better, right? So today we're gonna dive into the flight 11 consequences, as usual I do before the every flights of the Starship. So you can see behind me there is a flight 11 pre-made my own consequences, that there where I speculate regards to the failures and success rate of the Starship flight. But this everything upon my own speculation and forecasting ability. It's not the final consequences, is not official, but I'm speaking about it because I'm very curious to know how the Starship Flight 11 will perform, Ship 39 will perform, Booster 15-2 will perform with the similar objectives and trajectory path. So let's begin this video without wasting your time. Yes, let's see. So first we have to see the successive trajectory and timing of the Flight 11. We have the timing, trajectory, similar as a Flight 10 was achieved and done. So let's see. The first, the liftoff will occur at the t plus 0 minutes. Yes, t plus 0 minutes, and we're going to lift off the Booster 15-2 along the Ship 39. After the liftoff, the max Q will occur at the t plus 1 minute and 2 seconds in accounting. After that, the hot stage boost pack burn will be occur with the stage separation event at the t plus 2 minutes 39 and almost 40 seconds in accounting, and then we will separate the both stages from each other for the last time for the block 2. That's very critical thing, but let's see. And after that, our Ship 39, all 6 engine including the sea level and the vacuum level Raptor will be ignited at the same time of the booster and the MECO, the most engine cut off. The most engine will be cut off, almost all of the engine, and only center engine will be a turn off, remain on, and will occur the hot staging to separate the both stages. And then we will have the flip maneuver from the booster. The booster will do the flip maneuver. Booster 15-2 is intended to do this. It's a flight vehicle, it's first stage, so it will do the flip maneuver as usual, and then it will perform boost pack burn until the 3 minutes 28 seconds in accounting t plus, right? And then it will perform the hot stage jettison just right after the boost pack burn shut down at the t plus 3 minutes and 38 seconds in accounting. After that, booster will perform the similar objective experimental basis, that high angle of attack re-entry to reinforce the booster trajectory during the re-entry and descent velocity, which really helps to the booster to reduce the maximum thermal load on the exterior and its dry mass. So then it will perform almost the trajectory that's include the descent to re-entry to the landing spot at the Gulf of America, our Gulf of Mexico, Gulf of America, where the booster will perform the offshore landing. Because this flight not intended to catch the Booster 15-2, we are not risking the entire pad for just the reused booster, so we have to refine more for the block 3. So that's why we're performing the experimental things, including the last here, the booster shutdown, like booster landing one will be start up at the t plus 6 minutes 30 seconds in accounting with the 13 out of 13 engine. Then it will shift to the 13 to center, and semi-centers engine, like fire engine will be remain on doing the landing to check out some different kind of configuration of the engine lead up. Then the Ship 30 9 will perform the suborbital insertion ascent until the SECO, and SECO will be gonna end up at the T plus 8 minutes for 59, almost 9 minutes in counting, and then we will have the SECO. Hopefully we should have, but I think we should get that. So, and then the ship 37 will reorient itself for the version 3 dummies deployment, the Starlink deployment. These are the simulators basis structural experiment that they are deploying to our payload bay, and like payload half that there they deploy from the payster mechanism. So that will occur at the T plus 80 minutes 28 seconds in accounting, when the deployment will be begun, and then at the T plus 25 minutes in accounting, the deployment will be marked completed. It should be happen, and then at the T plus 37 minutes and 49 seconds in accounting, we will have the reactor reignition testing, which we already has completed since the flight 3 wasn't attempted, but flight 4 was attempted. The relight ability of the reactor in space, and then single engine only, and then we will start the re-entry of the ship 39 with the full-fledged I'm calling the full-fledged TPS task. There's no any leftover tiles there is remaining and vulnerable areas of the ship. So let's see, this time we're going to be dive into the re-entry with the full-fledged tile systems, thermal protection system, and then at the T plus 47 minutes in accounting, we will have the re-entry over the Indian Ocean, west coast of the Australia, and then we will have the transonic at the T plus 1 hour 3 minutes in accounting, and then we will perform the final landing burn over the Indian Ocean next to the Boyocam, the T plus 1 minute and 5 minutes in accounting. Hopefully this all should be happen as I'm speaking, right? But let's see the anomaly experts and some success rate of the entire trajectory, right? So I will count up some major trajectory and not run down again that one. Let's see the success rate. The success rate of the ascent is marked up almost 90%, but we cannot say exactly. But then it comes to the horse stage, which I marked up the 63% of the success rate, which is really nearly fit into the actual success rate we have gained from the flight 2 to almost the flight 11. Flight 2 didn't perform the successful pushback burn and horse staging, but it was worth to be include that. And then our pushback burn shutdown included like 70% of the success mark, which is very greater. And then we will have the booster landing burn, which is very complex thing for the reuse booster. We already has experience the normally doing the booster 14-2. This booster also has performed this similar trajectory, and it has exploded over the Indian Ocean, Gulf of America, which was caused to be the actual issue in a transfer tube that led the explosion and the rupture into the aft section. So here I marked up 40% of the chances to will have the successful booster landing one with the unique configuration of the engines during the landing one. And then let's move to the ship. The ship will ignite the 6 Raptor engines, including the 3 of the vacuum engines and 3 of the sea level engines. And this is marked up the 64% of the success rate. And then SECO comes up with the very significant, because we're going to perform the 3rd time SECO, including, yes, this is the 3rd time, and we're going to perform since the flight 9. So hopefully it will perform successfully. But I marked up almost the 20% of the success rate, which is very below the 40. So it falls into the danger zone. So I'm not guessing, I'm not speculating the anomaly during the SECO, but still is on a lingering on our trajectory path. And then we will have the 30% ratio of the and success rate of the satellite deployment, that which were like which was the almost 90% during the flight 10, but currently we measuring that one 30% marked up, which is very nearly anticipating the worry about the flight trajectory and its deployment ability. And then we will have the 30%, 30% for the deployment and completion, and then we will have the 10% relight demo, 10% ability, 10% chance to see the desired demo. Otherwise we don't have the time chance to see. 10% is a very false under the almost 20%, which is a danger potentially. And then we will have the re-entry is marked up if all the threshold Starship like Ship 39 performed, and then it has completed all those very danger zones, danger chances and opportunities, and then possibly the re-entry will be successful, because I marked up almost the 80-60% of the re-entry, which falls under the safe because of the full-fledged TPS inclusions. And then for the landing burn, I marked up the 2% of the success rate, because hopefully this should be go successful, but I'm measuring 2% danger zone for the potential Ship 39 landing over the Indian Ocean, and that's the point. So let's see next one. Yeah, for the Starship here, I separately made the statistics that how it's gonna be anomaly and how it's gonna be success. So during the suborbital insertion ascent, we will have the 69, so 67% of the success rate. Along the SECO, the second engine cutoff will be occur. 20% is the ratio that we will have it or not, right? And landing burn will have the 2%. It's nearly not a success, but let's see, hopefully it will done. And then you can see beside that there's a 6 out of 6 engine will be we will see to be run during the activation of the first startup of the Ship 39's engines. Then landing burn, 3 out of the 3 engines will be not ignite. We will see the 1 engine ignite during the landing burn, which can prone to the failure of the Ship 39 during the landing. And then for the booster 15-2, we will have the ascent during the ascent we will lose the almost 2 engines during the liftoff from the pad A, which is almost 31 to 31 out of the 33 out of the 31 engines will be gone off. And then we will have the 90% or 1%. 1% why? Let's see ahead why that 1%. Boost back burn will be occur with the 13 out of 10 engine ignition, which is 3 engine lost during the boost back burn, which is very not surprising for the reuse booster, because we have seen it in the previously that they already has reused the 30-24 Raptor engines from the previous flights. So, and landing burn, the 2 engines will be ignited during the 13 out of 30 engine configurations, which will lead the total failure or the unique configuration of the engine lead up during the landing. And that's why it will prone the very hardest failures. But let's see how they're gonna manage this. But yes, I have listed some anomalies that we can speculate but not hardly tell that they're gonna happen. The first, the booster 15-2 anomaly is prone to that 10 out of the 13 engine will be shut down during the boost back burn, which is I explained. And then on the pad anomaly, 1% of the chances that on pad anomaly during the liftoff is prominent and paramount. We cannot deal with that, but we can deal with it and certainly deal with that. So I'm guessing on pad anomaly, but the experimental landing will be fail. Experimental configuration, the 5 engine remain on the subset of the outer semi ring, which will be unsuccessful. And then ship side, Ship 39 anomaly, the SECO will be fail, and I'm guessing not actually gonna fail, but let's see how you're gonna fail and what is the cause to be prone to the fail. And then the suborbital insertion failure due to the CH4 transfer tube rupture. The Ship 39 shear CH4 transfer tube will be ruptured during the suborbital insertion, which will lead the disorientation and eventually the end up in the re-entry over the diversion zones, and this is not anymore good. So, and then V3 satellite deployments, the version 3, the mock-ups, those will be deployed into the space, but these deployments like mechanism will be malfunctions. That's why the V3 will be not deployed very well, and they will have a landing anomaly. So eventually the landing anomaly can pose to the biggest setback for our V3 landing on our chopstick. So this shouldn't be happen, and I'm guessing it's not gonna happen, but still there's a chance to be happen. So with this, I'm going to close the entire consequence of the flight 11, which is I'm really excited to see the flight 11 next week. So hope guys, my name is Gaurtushi, you watching NASA Directory. I'm in a rush because I don't want to make the video much longer. I don't want it. So bye guys, I'm as soon as possible before the flight 11 on 13 October, but I'm not guessing this is going to be happening 30 October. We'll have another anomaly during the pad testing, so hopefully we'll see on 15 October. So let's see how we're going to perform, and I'm very excited. I'm going to do the live stream. So bye guys, be with me. I will see the live stream of me. Let's bye.